Alright, let's continue from where we left off. In our previous video, we have added two different requests, that is type of request under our Flutter application, which is of get request and also of post request. In this video, let's add the functionality of deleting the particular to-do item and also updating the particular to-do item. But before jumping into our actual video, make sure you have hit that like button on this video. It might cost only 2 seconds of your entire life, so please hit that like button. So here let's create a new method for simply deleting our entire data. So here let's have delete request. So under this let's have a new method called as delete data. Just like this, let's make this asynchronous, why not? And under this method, first of all let's have our new URL. So for that purpose, let's copy the following thing here and let's paste it here, just like this. But here instead of adding the path of add, let's have the path of delete. If you remember, we have added the path of delete here. And also we gotta have a HTTP response. So for that purpose, let's have a new HTTP response and let's name this to be a response, and this should be equal to under await state for HTTP client that we have declared HTTP client dot delete. Alright, dot delete, and under this let's paste on our URL just like this. And also we shall be requiring some headers, and you know what, we have declared some custom headers in our previous video, so let's copy them and paste it here. And also we shall be requiring the body to which we have to delete our particular data. So here let's have a new body, and under our body it shall be requiring a JSON. But if you remember, while making our entire REST API, if I go here and under our delete method, we have declared that the following filter should be of title and title. But here if you observe, we can have multiple title of same names and we don't want any ambiguity. So for that purpose, instead of title, let's add your ID so that the following thing shall be more precise and clear. So now once we have added the following thing, we need to deploy the following changes on our Heroku. So here let's go under our terminal. Alright, let's commit all of our changes from here as well. Alrighty, our app is deployed one more time of having a version of version 9. No worries. So now let's go onto our Postman and try it out. Alright, let's have a get request of some different one and press send. Cool. So now what I can really do is go at the bottom and let's try deleting our programming one. So let's copy this thing and paste it here, and let's go under delete and here delete one, press send. Why I'm getting a deleted count of 1, let's have a title, press send. Cool. So now you can see we have deleted count of 1. That's because our title is not updated on Heroku server, as the following deployment may take some time. But now we are good to go because we have added the following functionality of providing ID here. So once everything is done from here, let's close this off. And now let's go under our to-do provider, and here we should be having a body to be ID, and under ID we should be receiving here any type of data. So here what I will be doing is here providing your body, and under this we should be providing a body under a string which will be ID. So let's copy this thing and paste it here, format document first. So once everything is done from here, let's also return some response. So here let's have return response dot body, just like this, format document first. So once we have done this, let's also add functionality of updating some data. So for that purpose, let's go back under our routes. It is a hectic process, but we need to do it. So here if we scroll down under update data, under a filter we should be having a title to be an ID, and also instead of title to be an ID, just like this. And under the case of update data, we should be also having a title if we need to update title. So here let's have a title and also a title here as well. Easy, format document first. And now let's push some changes onto our Git. Let's commit it out, added updated ID. So let's pull it out. Also let's deploy some changes onto our Heroku one more time. Cool. So our deployment is succeeded. So now let's go back under our to-do provider, and here let's copy the entire delete data method and paste it here. But here we should be having a new method of update request, that is a put request. So here let's add put one, why not? And here let's have a different method of update data, just like this, format document first. And here we should be having a different path of update, and here under our body it should be requiring 3 different arguments. So first of all it should be requiring an ID. If I go back under my routes, let's go back under my routes. So here you can see it will be requiring 3 different body, that is body itself. The first one to be ID and title and description as well. So for that purpose, what we can really do is instead of providing a string to be an ID, we should be requiring an entire map which will be under a type of string and also a string. Just like this, let's say data, why not? And here under our body, we should be having a different path to it of JSON encode of body, that is data, format document first. Cool, so once everything is done from here, we should also add JSON encode under our body of delete. So here let's have JSON encode the following data. So for trying it out, let's go under our to do provider. So let's go under our views, under our home view, and first of all let's try deleting all the data. So on typing over it, we are simply printing the following index, but you don't need this. What we can really do is add here model dot delete data, and here it should be requiring an ID, and here we can copy the following index and everything from here, paste it here. But here instead of title, let's paste on the ID that we will be getting, format document first. So now let's try it out finally for delete method. So for trying it out, let's open our emulator which is white. Let's press F5 and reload our entire application once.
A few moments later.
And let's open our debug console. Cool, so now let me open this thing one more time, and if I type over it, you can see we will be receiving the following ID from our following object of singing. And if I type over programming, we shall be receiving some different type of ID, and in this way we shall be able to read the following data. So for that purpose, let's go back of our debug console, let's omit this line, and now let's try deleting this piece of line. So here let's open this up, and if I tap over it, let's tap over it and reload our entire application once. Okay, nothing is happening for now. Let's open our debug console. Alright, so let's go under to do provider under our delete data, where it was. Okay, here it is, and here let's try printing our response. So here let's say print a response dot body, just like this. Open it up and tap over it. Alright, deleted count is 1. I guess we are doing something wrong. So now let's do one thing, add your title here, press Ctrl and S. So now let's open it out and one more time. Cool, so deleted count is 1. That's because the Heroku server may take some time for the deployment. So let's open it out one more time and our data will be removed. And if I type over singing, you can see the following deleted count shall be 1. Alright, let me show you guys. So here you can see the following deleted count is 1. And if I type over a second one of eating, you can see we will be getting a deleted count to be 1. So now if I reload my entire application one from here, the following data is automatically removed. Congratulations, we have done a great job. We are now successfully able to delete all of our data from our entire to-do list. So once we have done this, let's try updating some data. So for updating all data, alright, let me do it here. So let's go under our widgets and add a new widget, that is a bottom sheet for a new add-on bottom sheet. So let's copy the entire bottom sheet from here, paste it here. But here let's say update, alright, update data widget, just like this. And here let's go at the bottom, let's remove one just like this. And here instead of having add data, we should be adding here update data, just like this. And here along with the following update data, we should be also receiving here ID. So for that purpose, let's have here a new ID under arguments. So here let's provide here a new string and also a ID, just like this. So let's copy the ID from here, paste it here, format document first. So now let's try it out, but here instead of submit, I can simply say update, alright, update data, having a space, just like this. So let's copy the following thing from here. Let's go under our home view, and here we should be having a property of on long press. So here let's have a property of on long press, and here we should be having the following thing of update data widget, and here it should be requiring two different arguments. First of all, a context and also an ID. So let's copy the following ID here and paste it here. So first of all, we need to remove the following thing off from here, and let's format it first. And here if you hover over it, if you remember, it will be requiring an ID. So now what we shall be doing here is copy the following ID of this thing and paste it here. And here it should be requiring a title as well. So format document first, and now let's finally try it out. So here if I go here and if I tap over it, we are receiving singing. So here let's add some different update over it. So here under singing, let's say singing updated, and also some description Alright, a random thing. Let's try updating it out. Let's open our debug console. Alright, we have modified one thing here, and if I reload my entire application one from this side, and you know what, the following thing is updated. Congratulations, we are now successfully able to update data. The mistake that I was doing here is how I copied the entire thing and the model was deleted as well, and that's why we were receiving that the following error of future dynamic can't be assigned to a string, cause we already deleted the entire thing off and we try to update the same thing that we have deleted. Just a bad mistake, no worries. So in this way we have successfully added all the functionality, and if I long press over it, the following thing will be deleted after long pressing Ctrl and S, cause the following methods are future. So now let's try everything one more time. So first of all, let's add some data. Alright, not a singing updated but only singing, and here let's remove everything off and let me say I love dancing. Let's try submitting it out. Cool, so let me do it here. Okay, where it is went. Okay, here it is. So now let's do this thing here. Cool, so let me show you live one. If I long press Ctrl and S, you can see data is submitted here, that is I love dancing. So let's do one thing. First of all, let's go under add to do, and here let's add a condition of when complete, and when complete over it we should be simply navigator.pop. We should be adding the property of navigator.pop of context, and same goes under our deleting data. So here let's add when complete, and here let's add the property of navigator.pop. So here let's say navigator.pop, just like this. Format document first, and now let's try it out. So here on tapping over it, we are receiving our entire bottom sheet, and here let's try updating our entire data. So here let's say dancing updated, and here I love dancing to be an updated one. Let's try updating our data. Cool, so let's press Ctrl and S. Alright, where it went, here it is. So now let's press Ctrl and S. Cool, so our data is updated because the entire future method is here, and if I simply or long press over it, and if I press Ctrl and S, cool, so data will be deleted because the entire method is future, so it will be taking some time. But in this way we have successfully completed our entire module of building a REST API and also integrating our Flutter application with our REST API under a form of to-do list. Now don't worry, the entire source code shall be under description, you must check that out. So if you have loved this tutorial, please hit that like button, and also if you have loved this series, please hit that like button as well. And also if you are new to this channel, kindly subscribe. It will be awesome if you join our entire quest. So with that said, I will see you in the next one while we shall be building up our entire e-commerce application, which will be a huge, and also it will be awesome. So with that said, I will see you in the next one. The source code is in the description. Check that out. Goodbye.